Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me unboxing a board game, and today I'm going to be unboxing Formaggio. I previously did an unboxing of Fromage, the first game on the series here, and this one is its own standalone slash pseudo expansion because you can kind of mix and match the two together if you want to. But first, let me go ahead and get our background music started. So there we go, got our lovely background music going. And yeah, we'll start with our unboxing. So let's go ahead and look at the back of the box here. So the back of the box says for Formaggio. We'll zoom in a little here so we can actually read. Formaggio. Ooh. Sorry, Formaggio. It's a standalone expansion to Fromage. I like standalone expansions. That's pretty cool because you can just get the new stuff and then play it. And if you like it, you can go back and get the old stuff and have more stuff. More stuff to combine and mix and match. I'm a fan of that. So designers and developers, do more of that. That's great. I like that. All right, Formaggio is a standalone expansion to Fromage that can be played on its own or combined with Fromage. Formaggio is a simultaneous worker placement game. Make cheese and gather resources in the board quadrant facing you. After everyone finishes their actions, the board rotates, aging your cheese and presenting you with a new venue. Since everyone plays at the same time, Formaggio condenses the feeling of a highly strategic Euro-style game into just 40 minutes. And then it says, you're an Italian cheesemaker in the early 20th century, making, aging, and selling your artisan cheeses, if you will. There's 4 new board quadrants. You can pair cheeses with wine, which is pretty neat. 45 new abilities down here. 4 new asymmetric player boards, new platinum tier cheeses, whatever that means. And yeah, there we go. Now again, I have no context on how this game plays or how to play this game yet. So I'm just doing a simple unboxing and making commentary as I go along. I am also going to attempt to, I don't think I'll be successful, but I'm going to attempt to combine or consolidate the boxes. So I'm going to attempt to store all of the stuff in Formaggio in the Fromage box or vice versa. I don't think it'll be possible. I think people in Board Game Geek forums have tried and been unsuccessful, or have had varying levels of success, I should say. So I think the people who made this game, R2I, is that RZI? No, R2I, whatever. The company that publishes the game, I think they said that they're gonna try to make a big box maybe, and then some people said they weren't. I don't know. It's mixed messages I got from the forums. Some mixed messages are what I'm delivering to you. Take that. All right, so Formaggio. Let's open up the box. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff already. So same amount of stuff from before, but it's just probably the plastic things are in there too again. So we'll see. So here's Formaggio. Here's the rulebook. Let's look at that because we didn't spend a lot of time looking at the rulebook on the previous one. So let's go ahead and take a peek at it on this one. And excuse me, if I zoom in, oh, that's way too close. 1 second. There we go, much better. So if we zoom in and we look at the rulebook here, we can see just kind of some information. Gives you setup things for like if you're using Lazy Susan. They do have a neoprene matte Lazy Susan, which I think is pretty neat, but I do not have that particular thing. They give you like a little QR code you can scan to go order your own if you want to. But here's a story, here's some stuff. It looks like the pictures are pretty cool. These are the seasonings. So the autumn seasoning, whatever that means. Here's a setup for the board. Nice, great big picture of the setup. I'm a fan of that. And then over here, it gives you some information regarding the different details that you can see, or sorry, different things it's pointing to, different things it's calling out. So I appreciate that as well. Let's see, moving on. Turn structure, retrieve workers. It seems like this rulebook is really well laid out. Like I like the big titles at the top. I like the big images that you can see, so you can kind of draws your eyes to it and say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. What happens when I gather resources? What happens when I make cheese, so on and so forth. And then it has like little small text down here at the bottom for reminders or hints and stuff. And I think this rulebook is really well laid out, like nice usage of empty space. So you can see a lot of empty spaces separate different sections, so it's not too busy and crowded. I can't say that I'm like a connoisseur of rulebooks, but as somebody who has in the past year or so tried to be a lot more intentional about learning board games straight from the rulebook instead of just going straight to YouTube and trying to find a video to teach me how to play it, I will say that it's become more apparent to me that the more empty space that a rulebook leaves in, the more likely it is to be better organized. And at least that's how I feel about it. So that is kind of my take, my hot take on that. Do they have an index? I didn't see one. Do they have a table of contents? Oh, okay. Well, that's a component list. Never mind. That's a component list. Indexes and table of contents are also welcome, but looks like we don't have such things here. So a little sad on that one. You know, can't win them all. Can't win them all. But yeah, looks like a pretty good rulebook. I appreciate it. Pretty nice. All right, cool. Thank you, rulebook. Put that to the side and let's go back to our main view. Let's continue with the box. I will be popping out all the cardboard pieces in here, mainly because I want to try to store everything in the thing. And oh, what is this? Interesting. Okay. So we have some errata, which is interesting. All right, so we will zoom in really close to this one. So we have some errata. So it says stickers to update the first printing. It says note from developers. Though we play tested Fromage hundreds of times, once Fromage went live on Board Game Arena, we had new data from tens of thousands of online players. Using that data, we made balance updates for the second printing. If you have the first printing, you can use these stickers to update your game. So I have the third printing for Fromage, so I think mine is already updated. So I don't have to use the stickers, which is pretty nice. A professionally printed update kit with revised tiles and player boards is also available from r2igames.com. So if you don't want to do the approach here, you can go straight there. That's pretty nice. And continuing on here, we got the loading dock and some things that are different. Again, I think my tiles, because I have the third print, my tiles are already updated, so I don't have to use any of these. But I appreciate them including like a little sticker sheet, so you can kind of update your game, so it's not obsolete. You get to benefit from all the new knowledge that they get from having this game on Board Game Arena. And I will say that Fromage is the first game, is on Board Game Arena. It was one of the reasons why I kind of paused on wanting to buy it straight from Allplay, who I think was selling it at the time. But I eventually ended up buying it anyway because my friend at the local game store had Formaggio, so I went back and got Fromage. So now I have them both anyway. But yeah, it's on Board Game Arena, so that can save you some space and some dollars if you want to just play it on there, which I would recommend if you are able to do so. We got a little sheet here, score sheet for the different seasons. Cool. Then over here we have the boards. Again, these boards are on one side. They have different things in each spot. Well, I guess these have the same, but they have different things on the different areas here to kind of correspond to different strategies and approaches that you might want to go with from my assumption of the game. Again, I have no clue how the game actually plays yet. And then on the back, you have an AI player, a solo player that you can play against with different levels of difficulty. Just going from hard to easiest there. So cool. Put those over here to the side because we don't need those for now. And here's our punch out board. So we're gonna punch those out after we look at the rest of the box, because I want to see, yep, okay, so they did give us these plastic inserts. So one of the things that I mentioned was that the plastic insert felt like it was taking up a lot of space, and I mentioned this in my previous unboxing, but it felt like it was taking up a ton of space, and I didn't really like that. Also, is my camera doing weird things? One second. I think my camera's doing weird things. That might be why it keeps resetting on me. All right, let me switch to my other camera here. One second. Get it zoomed out. Oh no, this camera's doing that too. Okay, cool. Never mind. All right, everything's fine. It just looks weird. I don't know why it looks weird. Just weird things happening on a weird day. Continuing on with what I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by my concern about my camera doing weird things. It's like it just looks like the lighting is doing weird things. Yeah, so this might be big enough to store all the pieces from the first game and second game, which means that you can actually use this to store things. The problem that you're gonna run into though, or the problem that I anticipate I'm gonna run into, is that because it's taking up so much space in the vertical sense, it means that I'm not gonna have a lot of space to put the rest of the cheese boards. So you're gonna have 8 of these cheese boards, so just double this, and then you still gotta put in your player boards, and then you still gotta put in your other bits and pieces. So it might be a bit of a struggle, but I feel like I might be able to make it work. So we'll puzzle with that as we go along. But first, we're gonna go ahead and continue opening out the rest of the stuff and then punching out the cardboard. So put that off to the side because it's hurting my eyes to look at. So let's open up this. We don't need the scissors to save us. Haha. I knew it. Take that. Ooh, okay. Plastic is now gone. So much plastic over here. All right. So we're gonna punch these out again, and I'm gonna save these again because I like to use them for other things too, every once in a while. Where did I put it? Thank you. All right, stow it away successfully. Whoops. Continuing on, we got our board here, and again, it has the whole Lazy Susan situation. I'm gonna go ahead and just demonstrate that here. They also have a slot situation too. So these boards here will be based on player count. So these are the 1 to 2 player boards. They're double-sided for side 1 and side 2. These are the 3 player boards. Again, they're double-sided for side 1 and side 2. And then finally, you have the 4 player boards for side 1 and side 2. It's pretty cool because these slot in to adjust the game's or adjust the things you have available. So for instance, you can see on this top one, for a 2-player game, 1 to 2 player game, you have these first 2 rows are empty, but in a 3-player game, this first row is empty, or first column is empty. And then on a 4-player game, everything's available. So nice way to scale the game and make sure that you're getting like a nice fair shake at things, not having too many spaces to do too much. I have played Euro style games to where there are issues with just kind of too much time to do things. I think I don't think it's a Euro game, but Twilight Imperium, Twilight Inscription is one game that I feel is like that. Like I feel like I have too much time to do everything, and it kind of just doesn't feel good. All right. So anyway, so this is what the board looks like when I slot it in. So you can kind of see the stuff there. So nice and cool. You see the little bits and pieces pointing there, and they slot in pretty well. So yeah, just want to show that off, and let's go and do our Lazy Susan thing. All right, there we go. And that goes there. Perfect, there we go. All right, and then you can just rotate this after every player. So after everybody's done, you just rotate like a nice little pizza thing. And I'm on a neoprene mat. I don't have the Lazy Susan, the neoprene Lazy Susan that comes with, or that you can get as an upgrade. But I think that works pretty well. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this in. There we go. Now it's done. So that's pretty cool. I also have a giant Lazy Susan that I can use, that I probably will use when I play this game. I also have a small Lazy Susan, but the giant one is like the perfect size actually. So let me just show what I'm talking about here. That's precarious. Bring this in. And we'll move our pizza over to it. Oh, okay, well, can't win them all. And yeah, it's just a giant Lazy Susan I got a long time ago. I actually got this, and when I got it, it was damaged. I had to unscrew it and like put in the pieces so I can actually Susan correctly on its laziness. But afterwards, I got a good deal on it though, because it was broken. I ended up getting like it for like 25% of the original price, if I recall correctly. But yeah, see, there you go, like that. You can kind of Lazy Susan around. Again, a really cool idea. I love the idea of like having like a rotating, like, you know, do all your decisions, make your critical decisions over here on your side, and then next round you only have to focus on this. And it basically takes a Euro game of this style as its entire aim. It takes a Euro game of this style, and it basically gives you like just one part of the game to focus on instead of giving you all 4 every turn. So you can figure, okay, I want to do this, then this, then this, then this. It gives you just one section, focus on this, do your thing on this side, and then next time around, you'll get access to the other side that you want to interact with. And it also works with a timing situation, because by the time it comes back around to you, you'll be able to pull your pieces from there and do your thing. At least that's what I gleaned from people talking about the game and from what I read about the game so far. And that's pretty neat. So I appreciate those things. So that kind of simultaneous play makes sure that the downtime is very minimal. And also, everybody's always has something to do. So that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to playing that with friends. All right. So now that we've done that, we're going to punch out the cardboard. And then we're going to try to do storage. And now I'm going to do storage a little bit different. I'm not going to use storage of the Formaggio inside of Formaggio's box. I'm going to attempt to combine Formaggio into Formage's box. And we'll see if I can get it to work. I feel like I might be able to get it to work. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be cutting close. Might be impossible, but that's never stopped me previously. Just punching out the rest of these. Cool. More cardboard bits. One second. Keep going here. There we go. All right. So that is all done. And, oh, we gotta get these ones. These are the aminals. There's goats, so cows still, and then goat milk and bulls. Or steers, I guess. All right, got a lot of pieces to punch out, so we're gonna continue punching them out. And as we're going, I'm gonna just talk about my speculations here. So I speculate that I will be able to get the game to fit in the same box, but it's gonna be a lot of box lift to the point where I might as well just have two boxes side by side. I might be able to try to consolidate some pieces and mix pieces together, but I also don't know if there's any exclusive pieces that you should not accidentally use with another game. So it's kind of based on how this game integrates with this other game. I know sometimes when a game integrates with another game, you have to take out certain tiles or take out certain bits and pieces. So I'll take a peek through the rulebook to see on the integration side of things, to see what's needed to integrate. If it's just a simple drop in, drop out, you know, like a Shackleton base style situation, use these modules or use those modules or use these bits for that module, then that should be easy. Or Clinic is another example. But if it's you know, hey, when you combine the two, then make sure you remove these 7 tiles and then put back in these 3 tiles. If this situation is like, you know, it might be not worth combining the 2 boxes because it'll be a little bit of a pain to kind of sort it out every time I want to play it. All right, there we go. And here we are. Boom, done. Animals, all done. Cardboard tokens all popped out. All right, cool. So now that we finished with that, let's go ahead and do our storage situation. So like I said, this one's a little bit special because I'm not going to be trying to store this in its original box. I'm going to try to store this in the Fromage box, and I'll see if I can get them to be combined. I'm determined. I'm determined to get them combined. Oh, right. I said I was going to check the rulebook first. One second. Let me check the rulebook about putting the 2 together. Okay. So here it is. Combining Formaggio and Fromage. You can't read that. I'm sorry. All that sorting just gone immediately. The life I live. The life I live, y'all. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes me wonders about me. What's happening? Okay. All right. So we're going to go into the combining Formaggio and Fromage section. Oh, man. Again, I sorted all those out and then just mixed them right back in. So it says combining the 2. Formaggio is a standalone expansion base game from Fromage. This means that Formaggio can be played by itself or as a standalone game or combined with Formaggio. When combining the 2, you may use any combination of the 4 venues. If you play with both Vignette, I'm assuming it says vignette because it's a French word, and a lot of times in French, the last letters are not pronounced. From what I heard. All right, so if you play Vignette in Formaggio, I'm assuming those are just different locations. It may be easier to acquire resources if you play with either those, with neither of those two. Resources may be a bit scarce. Every combination offers more fun, unique things to the group. Blah blah blah. Use any combination of player boards and structure tiles from the both. If the player board structure tiles ability refers to an unused venue, take a different one. Okay. Shuffle the order cards. If you're playing a 3 to 4, so if you're playing with 3 or 4 venues from Fromage, remove the 4 cards of the platinum icons from play. Seasons. The resource tile in Formaggio features 4 seasons. Some structure abilities refer to, oh, that's just more about the, no, it's still under the combining section. I lied. The seasons allow you to play with any combination of venues from Formaggio and Fromage while ensuring that the structure from Formaggio always refers to the venues in play. Okay, I see. So it's just kind of a thing to make it more general instead of specific, like, hey, venue 7, do venue 7 things. It's like, no, do venue autumn things, do venue winter things. Cool. All right, well, it looks like the combination is not that big of a deal, so okay, I'm happy about that. So we are going to go ahead and commit to our combination journey, which, to spoil things, I was going to commit to the combination journey anyway. So there, take that. So here's Fromage, the base game, or the original, the first one. I'm going to try to put Formaggio's stuff inside of it. So we'll see. Here's where I ended with the storage solution for that one. Again, it's a little bit more preliminary because I knew I was going to try to combine the two. So I might end up switching a lot of that here shortly. Let's see. So we have this. Okay. We have the tiles. And one of the things that I was noting was that it might be worth trying to store all of the things in the original storage that it gives us. So it gives us this storage here, which came with both Fromage and Formaggio. So I have 2 more of these. And it might be worth storing all the tokens in that. I don't think it's very space efficient, but honestly, it might be just enough because it's giving me like a lot of lift here. It's giving me a lot of space to put the tiles, and I can just maybe sprinkle all the tiles down here, and that might be enough space for me to store everything. So we'll see. We'll see how chaotic this gets. I predict maximum chaoticness. Give me max chaos, please. Okay, continuing on our journey. We have these Geekbox Slims that we're currently using. These aren't gonna work. They're taking up a lot of space and I can't stack them. If I could stack these 2 high on top of each other and then have them be here flat, that'll be great. But if you look at this, you see that these stacked 2 high are gonna be too tall. So I'm not gonna be gaining a lot from using these Geekbox Slims. They're not space efficient. Again, in the previous video, if you watch my unboxing of Fromage, I was talking junk about how not space efficient these wedges were, but these wedges might be space efficient enough for what we're trying to do here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this in a way that will make sense to my brain. I'm first gonna see how much room do I have once I put in all of the cheese boards. So here's all the cheese boards. Whew. Well, we got a lot to work with. And by that I mean we don't have a lot to work with. So this is just with the cheese boards. This is gonna get messy. So, if I put in these inserts that they give us, maybe it might work. No, I don't think it's gonna work. Because then we have these cardboards, and then these boards, and then those other cardboards, and those other boards. Yeah, this is quite the undertaking, let me tell you. So we have this much thickness of stuff. So I think I cannot use the wedges that it comes with because they're not going to be good enough for what we need it to do, which is unfortunate because I kind of like the idea of the wedges. They're cute, they're thematic, but there's a lot of thickness here. And if I take the wedges out, then we regain that thickness. And that means that we have the potential to store this game with no box lift, which would be great. But if you just look at that by itself, it's like we don't have much extra wiggle room there. We got a nice deep well here, which is cool. And then we have kind of like a mid shelf here. And then we can maybe sprinkle some stuff on top. But this is going to be quite close on all fronts here. Sorry, dropping stuff. Oh, we got some space under here too. Okay. All right, so we have a little bit more space than I thought. My desire to store this game in one box is probably going to be the death of me here. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you came here for a 20-minute video because we're about to be a 2-hour video, so you're welcome. All right, jokes aside, let's go ahead and try to get this going. So we have all these tiles, and I think these tiles might fit under the shelf here. Let's see. Oh, no, there's no space there. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be an open space back there, but it's not. Boy. All right. So this is kind of efficient. And then this is all the tiles here. And then I somehow got to fit all the player tokens and all of the other meeples in here and the cards. Wow. Oh, there's space in here. Oh, well, no. Once this is sleeved, this is going to take up both sides, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I mean, I could not sleeve them, but that's blasphemy, so I'm not going to do that, of course. Here's the tiles from the base game, for the first game. And again, I feel like this is going to be a nightmare to separate, but this is the nightmare that I've chosen, so I'm okay with this. I've accepted my fate of being that one guy who's too determined to store a game in a way that the designers have said you probably won't be able to do such a thing. I mean, that fits. If it fits, it sits. I don't like how it's kind of wedging against the cardboard there, but it fits. Okay, we're so close. I mean, well, sorry, to clarify, we're not that close. So we have all these, all of these, all of these cards, and all these bits over here that I haven't stored in anything. This is looking like a plastic bag venture, which is very sad. So here's the, well, we can get some more efficiency out of here. Let me do this. So if I bring all these together, which is going to be a nightmare to sort later, but a later me is going to have to deal with this. And then we put all these together. Again, another nightmare for future me to deal with. Current me is determined. And then we get this to sit like that. So that creates a problem over here. If we get it to sit like this, we don't have really much space to work with there. No, can't fit that. Can't fit that. We can fit this, which is nice. Can we fit 2 of those? We can, well, that's, okay, hold on. Let them cook. Right, okay, right, okay. So we can put some stuff in there. Okay, hold on, what else? Okay, that was unanticipated. We got this situation here, which I think we might be able to fit this. Maybe? Oh, that fits perfectly. Okay, yeah, that fits perfectly. We got a little bit more headroom here too. So, again, these pieces like that, I'm just gonna move these over here, like so. Well, gosh, okay, whatever. All right, we'll keep them there. What if I, because this is gonna be a wedge here, like that. It's gonna be the same problem in both directions. What if I made this 2 rows of tiles, right? Just like that. And I feel like I'm gonna have the same problem, but it's gonna be a little bit more manageable because I'm gonna be using a little bit more of the space. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna be using the space a little bit more efficiently. So we got 2 stacks of tiles side by side, and then we can maybe shove some wooden bits and stuff in that corner. Some of the different tiles, or maybe even player boards. I have the drawstring bags. We have 8 player colors, which I don't know if that's going to be much of an issue. I think I'm going to just consolidate the player colors, because 8 bags is a lot. Ooh, free candy. Nice, thanks. Oh, another free candy. Oh my gosh, there's so much free candy in here. As a side note, please do not eat these. These are bad to eat. Do not eat these. They'll drain all the moisture out of you, and that's actually not good for you. So I threw those away in the trash can. All right, continue on with my journey. Where is the score sheet? Oh, I didn't think about the score sheet. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Well, those are clearly going to live here, like so. Like that. Yes, it's a struggle. Hello, Time Roller. Yes, it's tough. It's tough. Oh, for those who don't know, I do live stream on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CULBLU. Yeah, you can see all my antics there live, like right now. Okay. I'm just upset that I have this much space taken up, and I have not even put the player boards or player pieces in there. Oh man, and I have this whole other. Oh gosh. Okay. I mean that works. There we go. That works. Okay. That works. That works. That actually does work. So putting these two pads here, that makes it even with this, so that way I don't have to worry about bending on the mats here. If I could find a way to fit the cards and the player pieces in the box, then I will be able to do the thing. Time Roller in the chat says, forbidden candy is super crunchy though. Yes, it is super crunchy and very not healthy for you. You must resist the crunch. Okay. What if I stack the tiles instead of laying them like that? What if I did this? Let's take that. Oh, okay. Calm down. All right. Will that take up too much space? Oh gosh. Okay. There we go. Ah. I mean, it saves me a little bit of space, but also loses me like that beautiful like sliding directly over that I had before. So I don't think I like it. I don't like it. It's not efficient. It is not exquisite. That's a Spy Family reference for those who don't know. Or elegant. That's what I was looking for. Not exquisite. It's not elegant. Okay, all right, back to the drawing board. Player pieces. So we have our bag of things here, and I'm just gonna experiment a little bit. So here's our bag. It's kind of thin. It still has a little bit of thickness to it, but if I kind of throw caution to the wind, and I put multiple player. Oh, why is this one? This one looks dirty. What is that about? Anyway. If I put multiple of these, multiple player colors, so 2 player colors per bag, then I think I might be able to get it. So we got the orange and the blue player. We'll put them in the same. This is blasphemy because it's going to make setup take a little bit longer, which is not great. But we do like that. And then we can shove this in the corner, right? Right? Right, just kind of shoving the bodies in the closet, shoving the bodies in the closet. That's fine. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. Yeah, that's not sustainable, is it? I mean, it fits, but that is 2 players out of the 8. All right, I think my stuffing player pieces into two to a bag is gonna work because I do still have all this space available that I can use for the bits and pieces and the cards. It's gonna be a very Tetris-y game though. Oh, I forgot to put these in there. Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare to set up. The whole purpose of storage solutions is to make the game, in my opinion, make the game easier to hit the table. I feel like this is one of the few situations to where the storage solution is going to make the game a little bit harder to hit the table. Sorry, harder to just kind of open the box, put things on the table, and then go. Because I'm trying to go for efficient over like sensible. Again, I'm trying to combine 2 board games into the box of 1, and that is a fool's errand. And as you can see, I'm not even to take the luxuries of having separate little storage containers to hold each one, so it's easier to find the piece I need. Instead, I'm just saying, all right, here's a giant pile of chaos. We got all the chaos. We got goats, we got peaches, we got houses, all in the same box. It's fine. All in the name of efficient storage. All right, so good news is that it's currently flush with the top of the box. So you see there, it's currently flush with the top of the box. Bad news is it's currently flush with the top of the box. That means that I need to store the cards and all the player pieces. Somehow. How? I don't know. Just somehow. I think what I'll do though is I'll actually take this and I'll consolidate this with the rest of the animals. Oh, actually no, because they're different. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. I need to rethink my life. Hold on 1 second. I need to rethink my life. So I didn't realize, I thought they were the same resources on both sides, but they're actually different because there's different fruits and there's different oh my gosh. Formaggio, what are you doing to me? Okay, all right, it's fine. I'm not stressed, you're stressed. Also, that's like a cool little formation there with the tiles. I mean, if it fits that way, sure. That's an efficient use of space. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with that corner, but sure. All right, let's get that back. So let's calm down a little bit. There we go. What is my life right now? Okay, so I'm gonna put animals in one container, and I'll put fruits in another, and I'll let future me curse my name as I have to sort these out every time I play the game anyway. Saving 0 time. Again, I'm choosing the ability to store both games in the same box over efficient storage. Sorry, over efficient setup time, which feels very not good in my soul. Alright, so that's all the animals. There we go. So that's all the animals from over here. Oh, there's one hiding right there. And then we're gonna do the blasphemy of mixing and matching the animals. There's gonna be a lot of cows, which is cool. So the cows are gonna be easy to find. Good luck finding sheep. And they're all similar colors too. Ugh. See, this is where I would advocate for like having the animals be like, you know, drastically different colored borders or something like that. Like, you know, yellow, blue, purple, green, different backgrounds, make it easier to differentiate. I could go in if I was really determined. I could go in and just like take a marker and just do it myself, but I'm not gonna ruin the game. All right, so we got all of the animals in the same container. They are in containment. Now we're gonna do the fruits. All of the fruits are gonna get the same treatment. And then I'll do all the houses, because I think the houses are, oh no, they look different. Ah, heck. The houses look different, but they're the most similar. The contrast between the houses is not a lot. Oh no, my animals. They escaped. Get back in your cages. There we go. Over there. I'm determined. All right, so we got all of these fruits there. And we're gonna put all of these houses or buildings there. Storefronts, whatever you want to call them. Like so. And I hope that all the houses and all the building things are the same. They just have different design. Well, actually, no, because this looks like a silo. This looks like a barn. Never mind. Well, 'tis the fate I've chosen. And I haven't even sleeved the cards yet, so I don't know how much thickness those are going to grow once I sleeve them. Because I will be sleeving them. I'm not going to sleeve them here on the video, or at least I'm not planning on sleeving them here on the live stream. But this is all the fruits. Oops, hold on. There's enough space when we put the wines in there, maybe? Maybe? There's a lot of wine. No, I think the wines are going to take up too much space if I throw them in there. Yeah, these are going to take up way too much space. What even are these chalkboards? Okay, wines and houses are going to go in the same container. That looks like that's what the heart of the cards is telling me. Oh, JK, the wines are taking up so much space. Ugh. Oh man. All right, we'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. No, I really don't want to mix them in there. I cringed as I did that. I mean, it fits. If it fits, it sits. Oh, come back. Come back. And I do have another small container that was fitting in there. Where did it go? Oh, is that it? No, because I had 2 there and 2 here, right? Where'd the other one go? Or was it a thick container? Oh, okay. Well, that changes things a little bit. So I have 1 container left over if I figure out what to do with these pieces. So I might be able to put these into the, oh gosh, into the thin container, or thick container, thicker container, and then put these bits there, then put these other bits there. Again, this is going to be pure chaos trying to figure out where things are. Oh, jeez. Trying to figure out where things are in this game, the way I'm storing it. Just to see if I can get the serotonin for storing both games in the same box. I feel like I'm almost there. Again, the player pieces are going to be the biggest nightmare. Actually, I lied. These are going to be the biggest nightmare because sorting these out is going to be nightmare. Okay, so those are stored. Those are stored. The cards were the last thing, and I think there's going to be enough space in here with these cards sleeved. I mean, that's going to be pushing it. Because these cards not sleeved are already taking up the entire space that's available here. And I don't think there's a way I can really layer the cards when they're sleeved to like get them all to fit in there pretty nicely. So that's gonna be the death of me there. So I might need to get these into a thicker one. So I think the fruits, if I put the fruits in the thin one, because I think that's enough space for the fruits. Yeah, there you go. It's enough space for the fruits. And then I put the cards in the thicker one. That's gonna give me a little bit more space. Not a ton extra space, but a little bit more space to maybe be able to sleeve and keep all the cards in here. And I think that will be containment for everything except for the player pieces. All right, so let's see where they're gonna slot in. So we had this plus this right there, and then all this is on top of it. Was it all this? Well, all this can be on top of it, yeah. That's gonna give me some box lift by itself right there. That's the box lift I'm gonna get. Can't win them all. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then that, and then we have a little bit of space here, just a little bit of a gap. I don't think I can do anything with it, but it exists. Like, see that little bit of gap? Like, this is it flat. This is it kind of leaning into the angle there, and you know what? We don't need players to play this game anyway, right? We only need one set of player tokens in there. Actually, technically, we don't need to use all the player tokens. We don't need to store all of them. I'm going to, but we don't need to. All right. So here's my last dilemma. Where are these pieces gonna go? Well, there's a good little bit of space here. I don't think I can use it, but hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay, well that works. Hold on. Can I fit a third? I think I can. Okay. Hold on. Let me cook. So, is this low enough to go under these boards? I don't think the answer is yes. I mean, it's kind of yes, but it's not really a yes. We're definitely gonna have box lift. Box lift is going to be accomplished here, y'all. I think I have another slim one of those. No. And I'm running low on my cube for me storage boxes. Again, I have a shipment coming in, but it's not here yet. I think it just passed customs. It just cleared customs because they're coming from Poland. But that's not going to help me right this second, though. Sorry, knowing that is not going to help me right this second. So I have no more tarot card slims, so I need to steal it from somebody. I think I can steal it from Samu Ramat, but let me see if this is going to be a good idea first. So we have another slim down here. We're going to borrow this one for a second, and the idea is to put two tarot card slims there. We're going to have box lift. It's unavoidable. Put two tarot slims here. And then we can put maybe, that's so close. Look how close that is. I was gonna say we can maybe put this here like that, but no, the answer is no. We can, okay, we can let this rest here. And the reason why that's significant is because actually no, it's not significant. Hold on. Because I need to still store this. I mean, we're gonna have box lift anyway, so we might as well just commit to the bit. What if I rotate this now? Okay. We've reduced our box lift by a little. So I had to store all the player pieces in whatever gap exists down here. So I can store 2 players down here. I might be able to store another 2 players in this corner. And then I can store some more players here. I don't know if I like breaking up this player storage like that, but it looks like that's what we have to work with. I think I'm officially out of other cube for me storage containers there. So, all right, let's try to make it work. So we got, oh no, that doesn't work. So we got this going there. Will a slim fit on top of this? And that's box lift. That's box lift. That box has never been more lifted. See right there? Look at all that box lift we're gonna get from that. So we're definitely not doing that if we don't have to. This game's gonna be a pain to restore, isn't it? Like every time I play it, I'm gonna have to like just Tetris it out. I might need to like take a picture or something and put it in the box. Oh, and I haven't even put the rule books in here. Oh my gosh, I'm cooked. I haven't even put the rule books in here. All right, box lift. We settled on a little bit of box lift. We're going through the stages of denial. Is it denial? The first stage is wait. What are the stages of denial? Let me see. So we're going through the stages of denial, the 5 stages of denial. We've done the denied. We got angry at things. We're trying to bargain now, and we're about to get to the depression. we're not there yet, but the depression is coming. The depression will be there. We've already denied that we couldn't do it, and now we're angry that we couldn't, and now we're trying to bargain with the box to see, okay, hey box, if you just let me get a little bit more space here. Hey box, hey, you know, maybe a little bit of box lift is not that big of a deal, which the reality is that a little bit of box lift is actually, it's not a big deal, honestly, but I'd rather not have box lift if I don't have to. But yeah, the rule books are gonna push me over the edge with box lift, so we have to accept that fate. Okay. Oh, there's acceptance. I just hit the last stage of is it? Oh, it's grief. This is the 5 stages of grief. Yeah, sorry, I think I said denial. Yeah, so the 5 stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. So continuing on, yeah, we're committing to the bid of throwing 2 players into each bag. That means that we're gonna have 4 bags. And that's assuming that we can fit 4 bags. I don't think we can, but we can try. Oh, I put the 2 players in there already. Okay, so they're in there, like swimwear. Okay. All right. So we're gonna. So we just need to pair up these last 2. So I think it's yellow and maroon, whatever that is, and then this other orange and green are gonna pair up. Okay. All right. So we're gonna shove this bag in the corner. Yeah, just kind of tamp down the dead bodies there. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Try to tamp down the board game pieces there. And now we need to store. Oh man, we also have another resource. I didn't see this. Where did this come from? Who put this here? This looks like football. What is this? What are these? What are those? What are those? All right. We're gonna put these with the cows, I guess. It looks like cow poop, so I'm gonna put it with the cows. It's probably olives or something. I don't know. Barley. All right, there we go. Problem solved. The cows and their poop right there. Or the cows and their manure. Sorry, I shouldn't say poop. That might get me demonetized. Please. All right. It's not flat. What's going on here? There we go. It's a little bit tightly packed in there, but it's okay. It'll be all right. Okay, and now we need to get these last players in. I think the only real bet that I have is to try to fit all of the, well, I can't fit all 4 in there. Shoot. I can do another bag. We'll do red bag. Okay, and we'll put these pieces in there. Those go there, and these will go in with them. Whee! All right, so I can fit a set of players here. It's again, box lift is gonna happen. I've already accepted the box lift. I'm just trying to minimize it now. I've already passed the acceptance and bargaining. I actually got to go in to these bags, this bag, and undo this like so. So that way it's a better chance of fitting flat or sitting flat. And then we put them away. Okay, here we go. All right, that works. Again, box lift accepted. And now the last bits and pieces are gonna go in here. Now, I don't know if this is enough space to fit all these pieces. I feel like this is gonna be maybe cutting it close. I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this one. I'm a little suspicious. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. Oh, maybe. Okay, all right, the serotonin is starting to flow. The serotonin is going. We got it. We did it. We cracked the code. That goes there. Okay. Well, we got this little sticker sheet we're gonna put right there. Yep, I feel the warmth of the serotonin flowing over my body here. I think we got it. I think we did it. I'm not happy about how we had to do it, but we did it. That's the main thing. Boy. Okay. All right, storing all this, getting all this out of the way. All the fanfare, all the bags, clean those up. All right, and then Formaggio. Oh, Fromage, sorry, wrong box. And question is, how much box lift? Ooh. Oh man. Oh, this is heavy. Ooh, this is heavy. All right, so we have that much box lift, and I feel like that's a reasonable amount of box lift. You know, I've already gone through the stages of grief. I've already gone through the anger. I've already gone through the denial, the anger, the bargaining, the what was the other one? Sorry, I forgot all the steps. Let's see, it's denial, anger, bargaining, depression. I went through the depression, and now I'm accepting. I'm accepting that just a little bit of box lift is fine. You know what? All my other board games have box lift. Why can't this one have it too? No. Okay. All right. Okay. So we were able to successfully store all of Formaggio inside of Fromage. It took some sorcery. It took some very, very cringe-worthy mixing of pieces that probably shouldn't be mixed together because they're so similar looking. And it also took some ingenuity of taking the player pieces and just like combining them. Again, I had to accept a lot of compromises to get it to work, but we got it to work. So again, this is an unboxing for Formaggio, but this is also simultaneously a storing both Formaggio and Fromage inside the same box. It works. A bigger box will definitely help out a lot. I'm not too happy about how much sorting I need to do just to get the game to the table, but honestly, you know, it's a board game. I'll live. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right, so that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, we got it all successfully stored in one box, so that's cool with the reboxing. It's a little bit different though, because this is gonna go under the Formaggio side of things. But hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully this video was useful, entertaining, funny. You got to see me go through all the stages. I now have 4 cheese-sized storage containers to use for something else. And oh man, imagine my feeling if I were to look at these and there were some pieces in here that need to store. Oh, I would have a heart attack. Okay, look, luckily I got everything. I'm looking around the table. There's no other remaining pieces. We've successfully accomplished our goal. And at this time, we shall close out the video. So thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.